Hello and welcome back. Today's class is going to be a 45-minute class, and it's going to be a nice flow, quite gentle-ish, but we will be holding our poses, our asanas, for slightly longer than normal. So you might find your arms might feel it, your legs might feel it, but it's good to mix and match it up a bit sometimes. So enjoy the class, have fun, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for joining me. So coming to lying down on your mats, you can keep the knees bent or extend your legs long, you choose. And just take a moment to kind of ease yourself down, maybe give your hips a little rock from side to side, maybe lift your shoulders off the mat and then gently place them down. Let the feet drop out to the side if your legs are extended. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Gently tuck your chin and focus on the breath. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath and out through the nose, releasing it out. In through the nose. Hold the breath and out through the nose, relax the tops of the shoulders. In through the nose. Hold the breath and out through the nose, releasing everything down to the mat. Now, extending your legs long, pull your belly button up and in, Uddiyana Bandha, firmly engaged. Start to slide your heels up towards you and then bring them into the chest, wrapping your arms around your shins, interlace fingers, and just take a gentle rock from side to side, massaging your back. And then bring the feet to the mat, slide the legs long, reach your arms overhead, take a full body stretch, point the feet, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and then slowly bringing the knees up and into the chest, give them a squeeze. On your next inhale, lift head and shoulders. Can you bring your nose to your knees? Exhale, releasing down, slide legs away, reach arms overhead, take a full body stretch. Point the feet, flex, point and flex. And then again, bringing the knees up into the chest, wrap your arms around them and take a little rock from side to side. And then releasing the right foot to the mat, put the left foot on top of the right thigh. T-shape your arms. Push the right leg over to the right. Keep going with the legs until the right leg is down. Push against the foot with against the thigh with the left foot. Turn your head in opposite direction. And then try relaxing around the hips, around the waist, your spine, your shoulders, your arms, holding here. And then pulling your belly button up and in, bring your legs to center. Bring the left foot to the mat. Place the right sole of the foot on the left knee. Push the left knee over to the left. Turn head to the right. And then focus on relaxing around the hips, the waist, your back, your shoulders. Relax here. On your next inhale, engaging your core, coming up to center, bring the right foot to the mat. Bring the left foot up to the ceiling and flex the foot. Interlace hands behind the thigh. On your next inhale, climbing up that leg, drawing the nose closer to the knee. And as you exhale, walking it down, release head and shoulders. Inhale, climbing up a bit higher this time. Pause. And exhale, walking down, head and shoulders to the mat. Last time, inhale, coming up as high as feels good for you, maybe taking hold of the foot. If you reach the foot, bring the elbows wide, draw knee to nose, nose to knee. holding here, working on straightening that leg as much as you can. Keep breathing through the nose. And then slowly walking it down. Bring the knee into the chest, give it a squeeze, and release the foot to the mat. Right foot up to the ceiling, flex the foot, point flex a little bit. Hands interlace behind the thigh. Inhale, climbing up that leg. And exhale, releasing down. Inhale up a bit higher. And exhale, releasing down. Last time. Inhale up, maybe taking hold of the foot, getting that leg as straight as you can, and then bending the elbows, draw knee to nose to knee, breathing here. Try and relax the tops of the shoulders. Hold it for another breath, and then walking down. Bring the knee into the chest, give it a squeeze. Bring the left knee in as well. Place your hands on your kneecaps and just circle your legs over the hips. Nice big slow circles going one way. And pausing, changing direction. And then pause and bring your legs to your reverse tabletop. Knees over hips, feet at knee height. And we're going to do some toe taps. So engage your core, push your lower back into the mat, and hinging from the hip, tap one toe down, nothing else moves, and inhaling back up. Other leg just hinging from the hip, everything else staying sort of relaxed. Try and relax your shoulders. And then just moving slowly from side to side, focusing on imprinting your lower back into the mat. Do not let it lift. Do not let it arch. And then perhaps doing one more on each side. And then gently bringing the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. And release back to your 90-degree bend. T-shape your arms. Bring knees and feet together. Lower the feet if they're not at knee height. Imprint lower back. And slowly start to draw the knees about halfway to one side. Don't let opposite hip or shoulder lift. They won't go very far. Hold it here. Don't let the opposite hip lift. Inhale to center and just a little way over to the other side. Holding here. Both hips on the mat, both shoulders on the mat. Inhale, coming up. Coming back to the first side. Pause. Extend the top leg. Point the toes. Holding here. Relax the tops of the shoulders. Relax those arms. And bending the knee back to center. Over to the other side. Top leg extends. Point the toe. Don't let opposite hip lift. Holding here. And bending the knee, coming back to center. Flex your feet, reach for the outer edges of the feet. Draw knees to armpit and push your heels up to the ceiling as you massage your back, turning your head as well from side to side. And then coming to neutral, drop your heels down, but keep hold of the feet. And then again, rocking from side to side, just so your lower back, your sacrum can get some of that lovely rocking love. Holding here. And release. Bringing your hands behind your thighs, rocking and rolling up and down your mat, coming up to your comfy cross-legged seat pose. And just bring your hands to rest on your knees. Draw length into your spine. Pull the tops of the shoulders down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, turn your head over one shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale over the other shoulder. Inhale to center. Bringing your right arm out. Bring the fingertips to the temple. Extend left arms long as you draw your right ear down to your right shoulder. Holding here. Just let the weight of your hand maybe deepen that stretch. Breathing here. And slowly release it to the other side. Right fingertips to the mat. Drawing left ear to left shoulder. Holding here. And release it, both fingertips to the mat. Slowly on the inhale, turning, push into the fingers, and then exhale, twisting over. And if you want to, you can bring the back of the left hand against the right knee to help you deepen your twist, holding here. Pulling that belly button up and in on the inhale, and exhale, squeeze that right shoulder behind you. Inhale, lift. And exhale, turning just a fraction more. Breathing here. Slowly release your left fingertips to the ground in front of you and pivoting round to the other side. Inhale, straightening your spine, back of the hand outside left knee. And as you exhale, twisting, turning over that left shoulder. Pull belly button up and in as you inhale. As you exhale, squeeze that left shoulder behind you a fraction more. Holding here. And slowly releasing it back to center and bringing hands together at heart center. Inhale, lengthen to your spine, draw the shoulders down. And exhale, twisting one way, looking over the shoulder. Releasing to center and over the other shoulder. Releasing to center, bringing the hands behind you, fingers facing forward, lean back, push your chest up to the ceiling. And you can stay here or lifting up onto your knees, lift your hips, lift your chest up. Holding here, push those hips higher if you're lifting. Holding, breathing here. Keep pushing into your hands for another 5, another 4, another 3, 2, 1, and releasing it down, rolling over and coming to all fours. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Check your hands are shoulder width. Spread your fingers as wide as they can go. Let your belly sink down, lift your tailbone. Now rotate those elbow creases forward. Keep them rotated forward as you let the belly sink deeper. Back of the neck is long. Drishti, your gaze is straight down. As you inhale, push into hands and knees, chin to chest as you reach up to your cat. Super slowly with control, lowering to your cow. Lift that tailbone. Inhale, lifting up, chin to chest. Exhale, slowly lowering. Let the belly sink down. Inhale, pull belly button up and in as you arch up. And exhale, slowly to lower. One more time. Inhale, arching up, chin to chest, and stay here. Breathe. Keep pushing into hands. Keep pushing into knees. Pull that belly button up and in here. Holding it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release to neutral back. Had your hands away from you. Keep sliding them away as chest, chin, or forehead release down to the mat. Lift your tailbone. Reach your hands as far as they'll go. Spread your fingers really wide. You should feel it underneath your arms, maybe into the armpits, maybe down either side of your rib cage. Breathing here. And then lift your head. Walk your hands to somewhere near the top of the mat. Tuck your toes underneath you. And we're going to come up to our first downward dog. And I want you to take your time pedaling out your legs. Push one heel to the mat, bend the opposite knee. And then moving to the other side. And then slowly moving between the two, easing out your calf muscles, your hamstrings. Keep pushing into hands, chest is coming close to thighs. And then pause in your downward facing dog. Look towards your hands. Start to shift up onto your tiptoes as you come forward to your plank. Adjust your feet if you need to. Holding here. Keep breathing. Draw the tops of the shoulders away from your ears. On your next inhale, lifting back up to tippy toes and lower the heels. Inhale to tiptoes, shift weight forward to plank, holding it a bit longer this time for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull belly button up and in as you push yourself up and then release heels to down dog. One more time. Inhaling onto your toes, shift your weight forwards for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, flatten the feet, and take a moment in child pose. Forehead to the mat, release the arms down. Squeeze your fingers into fists and then spread them wide. Do whatever it takes to release any tension in your hands. And if it's more comfortable, you can bring your arms down towards your feet, backs of the hands on the mat, and just relax everything down. And then lifting your head, reach your arms long away from you. Shoulder width, hands, fingers spread wide, tuck toes, and we're back in our downward facing dog. Soften the knees, walk your feet up to the top of your mat, big toes together, heels apart, in a deep forward fold, straightening your legs as much as you can. Pull belly up and in as you reverse your swan dive. Hands lifting up and coming to heart center. Beautiful. Inhaling out and up, looking up, maybe a back bend. Turning the palms outwards, swan dive to your mat, hands either side of the feet, gaze between your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, pause here. Fingers on the fronts of the shins. Draw the shoulders away from your ears, lengthening in your neck. And then exhale, folding forward, step the right foot back, the left foot back, and take your plank. Pausing in plank, walk toes in, push heels away, rotate those elbow creases forwards, and then knees to the mat, chest and chin to the mat, sliding to your baby cobra, pushing via your knees, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Stay here for a moment. Push harder into your hands, chest towards the thigh. Lower that left heel. Draw the right hip down, pull the left hip back, and then lift that leg a little bit higher. Look at your hands, bending at the knees, sweep step, or move the foot between your hands, and left foot joins it in your fold. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, can you straighten your legs just a little bit more? Give your head a nod, a shake. And then pulling that belly button up and in, reversing your swan dive. Slowly coming up, arms reach up, fingers meet, and hands come down to heart center. Pausing here for just a moment. Pull that belly button up and in. Lift the kneecaps, and then releasing your arms down to the side. Shoulders pull down and away from the ears as the arms slowly reach out. Reaching up, looking up, maybe a back bend. Micro bend the knees as you slowly swan dive. Hands either side of your feet, look back between your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, long neck. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, the right foot back, and take your plank. Hold here. Breathing here. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Sliding to your baby cobra. Push to your knees, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Look at your hands, push harder into them, get that chest closer to the right thigh. Lower the right heel, lift the left leg, but pull right hip back, left hip forwards. And then looking between your hands, sweep, step, or move that foot between your hands. Right foot joins it in your forward fold. Pausing here a moment, micro bend the knees and just give your head a little shake, a little nod, easing things out here. Lift your toes, spread them wide, place them down on the mat. Tuck chin to chest and super slowly with control, reversing that swan dive. Arms coming up, looking up, and hands coming to heart center. Inhaling out and up, and exhale, swan dive to your mat. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold, step the right foot back and pause. Right hand under right shoulder, left arm lifting up, twisting up. Draw that left shoulder in and down behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blade. Looking up to the hand, reach the arm further. Spread the fingers wider. Holding here. And then left hand outside left foot. Take your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or if you're ready for it, chaturanga. Hug your rib cage with your biceps. And then cobra or up dog. And meeting in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog, pause here. Chest to thighs, heel to the mat. Right hip down, left hip back. Lift that right leg up. And then looking forward, sweep, step, or move it between your hands. Left hand under left shoulder. Right arm reaching up, lifting up, looking up. Spread the fingers wide. Squeeze that right shoulder blade behind you and breathe. Deep, slow, even breaths here. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, right hand outside the right foot, step forward to your fold. Super slowly with soft knees, reverse that swan dive. Arms lifting up and hands to heart center. Inhale out and up. And exhale, slow swan dive, hands either side of your feet. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold, step the left foot back, come to fingertips, keep the left heel lifted, stay here, or hands on the right knee, stay here, or lifting your arms in your lunge, straighten that left leg behind you as much as you can, sink down in the right knee, sinking the hips, lift the arms, looking up. Now pull the tops of the shoulders down, lengthen the neck, holding here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, can you sink a little deeper into the pose? Deep breath in. Exhale, really pull the shoulders away from the ears, holding here. And then hands either side of right foot, step back, take your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower to a hover. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Meeting in down dog. Give your legs a little pedal, easing it out. And then coming to your still downward facing dog. Push your chest to your thighs. Inhale, left leg lifts up high behind you. Draw right hip back, left hip forwards. Lower that right heel. Lift your gaze forward and sweep the left foot between your hands. And here, option one, fingertips to the mat. Option two, hands on the knee. Or option three, to a full lunge. And I want you to really think about trying to straighten that back leg as much as you can, sinking as deep as you can. Lift the arms up, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Spread the fingers wide, straighten the arms. Holding here, just breathing here. Lift those arms a bit higher. Hold. And then hands either side of the left foot, step forward, taking your fold, nose to knee. Inhale, reverse that swan dive. And exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes, just take a breather for a moment. Draw the thumbs down between the breastbone, elbows nice and wide. Lift your kneecaps, squeeze them tightly. Draw your little pelvic tilt, so from your lower back, down, underneath, and up, belly button pulling up and in. Holding it here. Breathe. And then releasing your arms by your side, we're just going to step into a warrior two. So taking a step out with the right foot, facing towards that right foot, but shoulders staying over hips. So no leaning forwards or backwards. Make sure you're beautifully aligned before reaching out your arms and then sinking into that beautiful 90-degree lunge. Now I can see my knee is a bit in front of my ankle. So you want to make sure the knee doesn't go in front of the ankle. Reach the arms as long as they will go. Spread the fingers as wide as they will go. Straighten that left leg, squeeze that kneecap, and then gaze towards the right middle finger. Draw the tops of the shoulders down. Holding here, breathing here. And then turning that front hand, reverse your warrior. Reaching up and over, bicep to the ear. Holding here. Don't change the bend of that front knee, keeping it beautifully bent. Stretching back a little bit more perhaps till you really feel it down the right rib cage into the waist. Holding here. And then slowly coming back to your warrior two, straightening that front knee, shifting forward, setting up for our Trikonasana triangle. So right back of the right hand can be on the thigh. It can be by the ankle, maybe fingertips to the mat or to a block. Draw that left shoulder open, draw the left hip open. Imagine you're between two panes of glass and you're trying to get yourself as flat as possible between those panes. Holding here, breathing here, aiming for those 6 o'clock arms. Breathe. And then without straightening, bending your knees, bring the left hand forwards, bring it onto the mat, lift that right arm up, revolving your pyramid, your Trikonasana here. Reach that right arm up, squeeze that right shoulder blade behind you. Hold, breathe. And then slowly bring your right hand outside your right foot and then draw the right hip back, pull left hip forward. Elbows come out wide as you bend forwards, folding over that right knee. Pyramid pose. Try and relax your head on your neck. Just give your head a gentle nod and a shake, holding here. And then lifting the head, micro bend the knee. Walk your hands all the way around in front of you, pivoting on your feet until you can lift up, ready for warrior two on the other side. Reach those arms long, bending that left knee, sinking deep into your warrior pose. Make sure the back arm is at the same height as the front arm. Reach the arms longer, spread the fingers wider. Turning head, gaze towards that front middle finger. Now think about your right leg. Can you straighten it? Can you squeeze the kneecap a little bit more? Can you sink a bit deeper into the left knee? Holding here, breathing here. On every exhale, you should be drawing the shoulders down. On every inhale, lengthening the arms, lengthening your fingers. Holding here. And then turning that front hand, reaching up and over, reversing your warrior, bicep by your ear. Nice. Using the breath. Now pull that belly button up and in, strong core, as you come back to your warrior two. Left knee straightens, reaching forwards and then pivoting, taking your trikonasana, your triangle on the other side. Gaze can either be down to the left foot, straight in front of you, or you could look up towards the hand. But working on getting both legs as straight as you can, stacking your shoulders one on top of each other. Those two panes of glass are here again. Reach that right arm up, holding here. Pushing your shoulders and hips against that invisible wall. And then slowly, without bending your knees, bring right hand down. Lift left arm up as you reverse your triangle. Lift that arm, squeeze that left shoulder blade behind you. And then left hand to the mat. Both legs as straight as you can get them. Draw left hip back, right hip forwards. Elbows coming out wide as you draw your nose down to your knee, draping your belly, your chest over that left thigh. And give your head a little nod, a little shake here, releasing any tension in the neck. And then lifting your head, micro bend the knee, walk yourself around so your hands are on the mat underneath your shoulders. Move your feet so the inner edges are parallel with each other. Turn your hands so the fingertips are facing back between your legs. Walk your hands back behind you, bringing your head as low to the ground as you can. Take a pause, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, can you bring the hands a little bit further back, the head a tiny bit closer to your mat? And you're just gazing behind you, working on straightening your legs as much as you can. You'll feel this on your hamstrings, but it's quite a good stretch. Just breathing here for a couple more breaths. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, can you shift your weight so you're a little bit more on the balls of your feet? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, can you creep those fingers just another couple of millimeters behind you? Holding it here. And then walk your hands back underneath you, fingers pointing forwards. Bring your hands to your hips. Tighten up that core and lifting up to standing. Nice. Bring the arms wide. Reach the fingers as far as they will go. Pull that belly button up and in. The tiniest micro bend in your knees as you rotate your arms and shoulders coming forward to a flat back. Pausing in your 90-degree bend. Hold it here. Lengthen the back of the neck. Reach the arms wider. Now squeeze your shoulder blades a tiny bit behind you. Hold. Reach the arms longer. Spread the fingers wider for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands down underneath your shoulders. Now bring left hand underneath your face. Right arm lifting up, twisting up. Holding it here. This should feel really nice after what we've just been doing. Keep reaching that arm up. Spread the fingers wider. Squeeze that right shoulder blade behind you. Holding here. You could even close your eyes and just enjoy that stretch. And then slowly bring right hand under face, left arm lifts. And again, reaching up as high as you can go. Spread those fingers. Squeeze that left shoulder blade behind you. And just breathe through the stretch. And then bring both hands to the mat. Push into the hands so your arms are straight. Heel toe your feet in a tiny bit. Toes are out, heels are in as you just bring your bottom down And take a squat pose, pushing your knees nice and wide. Close your eyes here for just a moment. Bring your thumbs between your breastbone. Draw your neck nice and long, ears lifting away from the shoulders. Just holding here. And then using your hands as brakes behind you, bringing yourselves down to a wide-legged straddle pose. Give your legs just a tiny little bash on the mat. Bring hands inside thighs. Can you bring your legs wider? And then move the flesh away from your sits bones. And then sliding your right fingertip down, grabbing hold of the big toe. Draw left shoulder back. Reach left arm up and look towards the hand. Pulling yourself long over that leg, bending the elbow, bringing yourself down, bicep to the ear as you come to a nice little side bend. Now, if like me, your left shoulders come forward, rotate your chest open, bring that left shoulder back, holding here, breathing here. Inhale, lifting yourself up. Left hand comes to left big toe. Draw right shoulder back, lift right arm. And get that sense that you're pulling yourself over the thigh as you come down. An arm coming up and over, bicep to ear, and then draw that right shoulder back. Holding here, breathing here. And then bringing yourself up, bring the soles of the feet in together, interlace fingers, and let's give those butterfly wings a really nice little flap here. Holding here. And then releasing. Take hold of your left foot, bring it outside the right thigh, getting ready for an Ashtangi twist. Left hand behind you, right arm reaches up, and you can either hug the knee in or bring the elbow outside, and then turning, twisting to look over the shoulder. Pull that belly button up and in as you inhale. Exhale, maybe twisting a bit more. Using the breath, lengthen the spine on the inhale, and exhale, turn. And release. The right hand takes hold of the left big toe, left leg extends long, left arm behind you. As you stretch the heel away, reach that arm, hold in here, keep breathing. And then coming forwards, cross the legs back over, and we're coming to a cow face pose, which my knee doesn't particularly love, but it's quite a nice pose to do sometimes. So you're aiming to stack your knees one over the other, taking hold of your feet, bring your spine nice and long, and then maybe coming forwards, bending over the legs, chin to chest. And just relax the tops of the shoulders here, breathing here. And on your next inhale, lifting up, uncrossing your legs, and just bringing yourself to the other side for your twist. Right hand behind you, left arm either hugging the knee or coming over to the other side of the knee. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen and exhale, twist. Keep those deep, even breaths here as you move deeper and deeper into the twist. And then slowly reach forward with the left hand for the right big toe. Extend the leg and reach behind you with that right arm. Push the heel away, spread the fingers, really reaching, stretching out every muscle in your arm, holding here. And slowly coming back. Bring the right knee on top of the left. Jiggle yourself about a bit so you can stack them, holding onto your feet. Inhale, length, and exhale as you fold forwards, chin to chest. Lifting your head. Release those legs from that pretzel bind and bring yourselves about halfway down your mats. Arms long, C-shaped lower back, chin to chest. As you roll down to your mats, bring the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze, a rock from side to side. And then bringing your feet really close to your butt cheeks so you can touch the heels with your fingertips. Start to peel your spine off the mat, coming up to your bridge pose. Interlacing hands underneath you. Roll onto the outer edges of your arms and then push those hips up as high as they will go. Keep pushing into feet, pushing into the arms. Really get a little back bend here. Lift those hips, chin to chest. Hips, not lips. Close your eyes and just pause here. Really trying to work your buttocks tighter, hips higher, holding here, breathing here. And then releasing the hands, rolling down your spine, one vertebra at a time. T-shape the arms, drop the knees one way, head goes in opposite direction. Relax it down, relax around the hips, relax the shoulders. And then pulling that belly button up and in, coming to center, and legs go the other way, head in opposite direction. And again, relax around the hips and shoulders. Engaging your core, coming up to center and setting up for your Shavasana. Legs long or knees bent, arms by your side, palms are up. Maybe adjust your hips and your shoulders. Close your eyes and just breathe for the last couple of minutes. Deep, slow, equal length breaths, relaxing the shoulders. And taking a really deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, turn your head, chin to one shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, chin to the other shoulder. Inhale to center. Starting to move fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Sliding the legs together. Inhale, arms up overhead. Interlace fingers, push the palms away. As you take a full body stretch, really reach those hands, really point your toes. And releasing, bring the knees in. Give them a last squeeze before rolling to one side. And pushing up to your comfortable cross-legged seat pose, bringing hands into prayer pose. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, lower your forehead to your fingers. Hands to the third eye, heart center, and namaste. Thank you for joining me.